What's up, Forest Park? It's your North Campus pastor here for your daily devotional. And guys, I've been thinking about it a lot. I've been watching films my entire life, but over the past couple of years, I've started to geek out over them. I've become kind of a film freak. I love films with thematic coherence throughout. I love films with great acting, good producing, good camera work. All of that stuff has become more and more important to me over the years because I don't know when it was, but at some point as I was developing as a human being, I guess, I started watching award shows differently. I started watching movies differently. I realized one day when I was watching the credits looking for a post-credit scene, how many people are involved in the making of a film. How is it that what I see on screen, that's what I'm looking for in the credits, is so radically different from what's actually in the credits? And I realized in that moment that there are so many things going on behind the scenes that I don't even know about. That there are people who are working hard behind the scenes that I don't know about. And I don't see it unless I look at the credit, unless I pay attention to what's actually happening in a film. And that got me thinking about my relationship with God. It got me thinking about all of the things in my life that, may be difficult. Maybe I'm in a difficult season. We're going through a series called Prison Sentences. How do we respond when we encounter these difficult trials? There are difficult things that occur in life, and what's easy for me to do is just to look at what's happening. That what I see is what is happening, but the reality is there's something going on behind the scenes. Something. God's doing something. When Jesus leaves, before he dies, he tells his disciples, he said, I'm gonna send you a helper. There's a supporting cast. There's a support staff. There are things happening behind the scenes that we don't fully understand. And can I just show you for a second what's happening right now? Because this is a mini film, if you will. And so right now there are things actually happening. And I'm gonna film this little room. Yeah, look at it. There are a whole lot of different things. And you're seeing blue, but that's black. Somehow it turns into blue. There's a light, there's another light. There's a microphone right above me. Here's Aaron in the back. You got this 4K camera right here that makes us look and sound good. You got a couch over here for people to watch me to make sure I'm not doing bad stuff. There's so many things happening behind the scenes. And this is just a simple video. Picture how creative God is, how good God is, how much he's working behind the scenes on your behalf, right? He works to the good of those who love him and are called according to his purposes. I'm reminded of 2 Kings where Elijah's standing there with the enemy against him, and there's this reality that there's more on his side that he doesn't see initially than those who are against him. God is doing something around you. God's doing something in the people around you. God is doing something you don't fully understand. It's all happening off screen. It's all happening behind the scenes. And so if there's any encouragement in that, it's recognizing that what I see is not all there is. That there's more to the story than what I can currently perceive. And so I know things are happening in your life right now. But if you could, after this devotional, just start perceiving, praying, considering what God is doing behind the scenes, because he's a creative God, because he's really good at what he does. And so just because you don't see it, doesn't mean that's all that there is. Be encouraged by that and recognize that we all, when we've trusted in Jesus, that he sent us a helper. I think of Hebrews chapter 11 and 12, which caps with this, that there's a great cloud of witnesses surrounding us, that we're not the only ones involved in all of the things that are going on in us and around us. As you leave this devotional, recognize there's more to the story. There's more behind the scenes. Look for it, and God will reveal it to you. Maybe you'll be a film freak like me one day because you'll start looking behind the scenes and trying to understand these details. Maybe not. I'm just a geek. I geek out on all these weird things that nobody else geeks out on. But here's one thing I know. I know God is good, and he's working on our behalf.